Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. Today we are stepping into Europa Universalis 4, where borders shift, alliances break, and world domination is just a few diplomatic insults away. Subscribe and let's see how history unfolds. In the last episode, we basically, a lot of things happened. Our king died, now we have a new one. His heir, and the thing is, the heir is actually terrible, to say the least. 000, guys, this is insane. And he's only 20 years old, so I'm really looking forward for him to die. That's why he's on this army, in charge of this army, who I think they are drilling? No, they are not. So let's drill, baby drill. Paraphrasing someone. In the last episode, like I said, a lot of things happened. We lost a king, we have a new one. We are in some diplomatic tensions with Aragon, so hopefully this ends up well. On the decision we had to make when we got our new king and the previous one died, and the new one married Juana, I think that's her name, Juana de Aro, which is a very important family in our kingdom, from Sevilla, actually. I think so. And we had to choose. And especially when we completed this mission, the Castilian succession, we had to choose between Aragon and Portugal. And we chose Aragon. So I really hope this ends up in a good way for us. So yeah, guys, I think we can start playing. So before we unpause, let's take a look at what the mission tree, our mission tree, has for us in store. So on the Prepare the Reconquista mission, we get, the fall of Granada, which is going to be our next conflict, by the way. We have a truce with Granada until February 1448, in a little bit more than 2 years. So, when the truce expires, we're gonna go after Granada. We are building a spy network. In the last episode, we started that. So we are already building a spy network. Now we have 10 points. So hopefully that will help in terms of our sieges. Because you know, the spy network helps you with that. And the other one is Andalusian question, which is okay. If all provinces in the upper Andalusia area are not Granadian, not Muslim, okay. So this is a step further. And from the Castilian succession, if we can remove the privileged factionalist nobility, which we currently can't, because to remove factionalist nobility, we have, we already had the Castilian Civil War, and the privilege will be removed if we completely indebted the nobility through the Corte Real mission. Okay. So we are not interested in that as of now. And the other one is Enrique's education. We completed, we have an heir, it's not a Castilian Civil War, okay. And it's also Okay, the air claim is stronger than 90, which it's not. Right now it's at 65. Yeah, claim strength increases by 0.2 per month. Okay, hopefully that will increase. Yeah, we need that to increase up to 90, which is really high for us right now. And the other one is Iberian minting, which is okay. That's a mission for La Mancha, where we produce gold. So right now we have some. Well, we are at war with England. Remember that we captured Bordeaux for France, for our ally. So we had a very small participation on that war. And now we'll take a look at the looming disasters. Okay, the Castilian Civil War, it's at 60%. At this rate, will start on March 1446. So in 6 months. That's not nice. The Peasants' War, it's 8%. So I don't think we're gonna. Nobility influence is okay. Yes, we need more stability. Our stability is now at 0. And how far are we from being able to increase that again? We need 100 and we have 86, so we are not that far away. And I think we will use that to reduce. Yeah, I'll do that. I will use that. We can sell tiles, but no, I'm not interested in selling tiles. So let's unpause the game. Let's continue this amazing game. So right now, guys, if you like this type of content, please do like and do subscribe to, being on top of what's coming. We actually are having a couple of news on the channel. We're gonna start a new series with Hearts of Iron 4 and the other one that was already announced with also EU4, but playing with the mod Mio and Taxis, which is the closest thing we have available right now to EU5. So those EU5 fans, or the ones that are really waiting for the game like I am, that's going to be a great chance to play and to see a playthrough of a game that's very close, or the closest thing we have to the very awaited game EU5. Right now we have the Merino Wool event. So what is this? Castile has secured a monopoly on the export of wool from merino flocks. This fine wool is priced in markets from Seville to Flanders, and is an important cornerstone of the Castilian economy. The ranchers, mostly nobles and clergy, have organized themselves into the Mesta, an association promoting their interests at court and in local governance. The influence ensures that it remains a serious crime to export sheep of this breed outside of Castile. Okay, excellent. We will get in Cáceres, in Jaén, in Cuenca, in Soria and Segovia. And nobility and clergy will gain 3% of land. Okay, that's not ideal, guys. Oops, low crown land. I know, but what can I do about it? I mean, now we have 24%. I know. So we have these negative modifiers. National tax minus 10%. Maximum absolution minus 10%, and Liberty Desire of plus 25%. Crownland is a measure, yeah, I know. Crownland can be gained by seizing land, which we can't right now. Developing provinces, we will do that. Or conquer land, while having at less than 60% total influence of all estates. Conquer land when having high absolutism. That's a later game thing. So seize land, we're gonna be able to seize land again in 1449. So yeah, 4 more years, guys. That's too far ahead of us. Let's see if we can develop one of our provinces. Maybe, you know, let's check out our development maps. Development. Okay, where do we have the... Okay, 16. We can actually... This is for tax. This is for base production. In La Mancha, which is gold, let's boost this a little bit higher. It will cost us 50 diplomatic power. So, I don't know, what do you say? Let's do it. Okay. And maybe Toledo is 14 development, Madrid is 15, and Sevilla is 16. Maybe in Sevilla we can get, I don't know, military power. Oh, let's leave it at that. Did that change at all our... Well, from 24 to 24.2%. I don't know. Mission fulfilled. Which one? The Merinos. Where is the Merinos mission, guys? Let's check. Let's go down, 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 let's go down. Here, the Merinos. At least 3 units of wool, okay. Castile produce at least 5 units of wool. Okay. Produce wool, the event Merino Wool has fired, yes. What do we gain? The land controlled by your estates change. Okay, they lose land basically, and we gain 37 gold from production. Okay. Yes. Now we got... It was less than that. I had 380 and now I have 395. So I guess it's only 15. I don't know. Okay. So we completed that mission. And here below that it's strengthen the Mesta. Which... Oh, we also need to complete this one. Okay. So let's continue our journey, guys. It's gonna be a bumpy ride for sure. The start with Castile is very challenging, you know. The ports are being blockaded. Okay, on the north, yes, I can see that. But our navies, how are their navies? And it's located, it has its out towards the Caribbean Sea. Yeah, it's hunting pirates. The Armada Real is hunting pirates, and where is our first fleet, by the way? And it has to merge over here. They don't leave port since they are very close to, you know, the English fleet, which is much stronger than ours. So the trading fair explanation, I don't need that. Okay. The start of the fair. Welcome them all. The trading caravan and fairs have chosen Cadiz to host the next fair. Okay, in Cadiz, over here, guys. Finally, a trading fair has reached this wonderful city and will stay here for 5 years, attracting even more people both to trade and stay here. Welcome them all. Development cost, minus 10%. Local goods produce, modifier plus 10%. And trade value modifier plus 10%. So this is a good thing. Welcome. Expiring casus belli. Okay. Oh, from a diplomatic insult. No, but I'm not going to attack Aragon yet. Navarra is part of Aragon, by the way, guys. So the idea of getting Navarra for ourselves, that ship has sailed. I really hope the war is plus 7%. It's just, yeah, it just started, so it's gonna be okay. I'm controlling 29.2 now of our land. How are our finances? Plus 1.9. Okay. Yeah, I mean, send gift. England received a gift from the Papal State. Okay. Good to know. We still have, yeah, Aragon is liking us by plus 38. Yes. They are aligned with us. They are the enemy of our enemy. They are seen as a rival. Yes, this needs to change, guys. Is there anything we can do actually to change that? I don't know. Let's continue. No, forts. I don't need forts. Let's increase our stability, guys. Why? Because I love spending. Yeah. We are going to need that positive stability because I think we're going to lose that once the Civil War starts. And I think we can't avoid the Civil War. So let's see how history unfolds for us. So, I mean, right now, what are we doing is basically waiting for this army to drill, hopefully our king to die. Don't tell anyone I said that, especially in the kingdom. But yes, hoping our king dies. What did they do? The Holy Father must remain supreme. Okay. Aragon loses one stability. Aragon gets submission to the Pope. Okay. 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 I guess they are becoming Catholic or more Catholic. Who knows? Who knows? Let's continue. We need to be careful. Remember when you drill an army, it loses basically almost all its morale. So what we will do just in time, this Castilian Civil War. My king, our people are losing... Okay, we lost stability. We lost 2 stability, so thank God we were able to increase our stability to +1. We will stop drilling this army. We will let the time go by for a month so we can recover the morale. During the past century, the Castilian nobility have time and time again actively tried to interfere with the succession of the Castilian crown and have not flinched from allying outside powers. A new such battle seems to be brewing, and the succession is again in question. The future legitimacy of the Castilian throne is being questioned by some leading nobles who would prefer a relative of the king aligned with the Aragonese crown. Meanwhile, the supporters of the current establishment are making overtures to the Portuguese crown in order to secure the position of their candidate. Things have now spiraled into open conflict, and it seems increasingly likely that the faction without royal support will attempt to put their candidate directly on the throne rather than in queue for it. Some parts of the nobility remain undecided yet, and some have chosen to make use of this opportunity to protest against perceived infringement of their old rights in general. So, we support Juana of Portugal. Or we support Aragon. We will go with Aragon, guys. We will go with Aragon. And I know right now, I know what you're thinking. Right now, Portugal likes us much more. 166 versus 48. But we'll have 13 regiments in Burgos, 14 regiments in Cadiz, and 13 regiments in Palencia. Okay, we will fight the 13 regiments. Let's first of all, we have the money, so don't take any chances. Let's not take any chances, guys. Sorry, not this one. This one. Let's get ourselves... Can we get ourselves some mercenaries? Yes, we can. Its mercenaries' current technology is 3. 3. 3. This is weird, guys. Take a look at this. We can call... Oh, we don't have a cavalry. But I mean... Yeah, I'm gonna get 178 and 3, 4. Yes, it's gonna be cheaper if... Let's grab one of these. I mean... Take 11 days. Let's put them with Burgos. And let's hire this company and put it with Toledo. It's gonna take a couple of days, so let's get this going, guys. Let's get this going. Let's see. Okay, now we have 25. What do we have? Your stability is low. I know my stability is low. Provision and rest. Yeah. And you are reinforcing 208 troops every month from attrition. Okay, I'm reinforcing my man. Let's let this just let's get this army out of the way because it's causing attrition. That is what the message was about. Okay, let's let this army get morale. Okay, they're 50% morale, maybe? I don't know. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go with... Let's put this army in Burgos. We will kill very fast these other troops. And the other one, let's go to... Where is the other one? In Palencia. Okay, where is Palencia? Oh, over here. Okay. We'll let them take care of that and we will go to Cadiz. Yes. Guys, let's go to Cadiz. Over here. And let's go to Cadiz. Let's go over here. Okay, let's give it a few days, few more days. How is our morale, by the way? It's at 180 of, it's less than half. Not ideal, guys. Okay. Let's see. Okay, now we have more. Yes, much more. Okay, let's take care of these guys. Let's go with Aragon. Yes. Okay. Now, Isabella is our queen, and she's much better, guys. 563. Yes, Isabella's great cunning and silver tongue shall aid us in forming strong alliances with our friends. Our nation is in mourning over the loss of our previous monarch, Enrique IV. We can only hope his successor will do more to keep the dynasty alive. Yes. Okay, we have a new queen. Let's take a look, guys. This is looking much better. And we already have an heir, 352. So that's nice. And by the way, we have a king who is not married. So I think everything is pointing to an Iberian wedding. Okay, so we have a couple of revolts, actually. That we already know, by the way. So, yes, I know. Let's beat this army very fast. Let's beat this army too. War didn't start very well for us, but these guys are going to help us. So yes. Okay, wait a minute. Let's check what happened. We won both battles. The first one in Cadiz over here, it cost us, wow, yeah, almost 4,800 troops. But they were left very weak. They lost almost 9,000. So I'm okay with that. This was a good conflict. So the Battle of Cadiz was very good for us. Let's check out this one. Okay, we lost much more men, by the way. Hopefully most of the men are from the mercenaries regiments. Hopefully. I don't know. So we'll check that out later. Right now, we lost very similar amount of men actually in Burgos. That is weird because we were 25,000 versus only 13,000. So yeah, I guess it is what it is, guys. So let's follow them. Let's see if we can recover our morale. Completed estate agenda. Okay, we have a 100 opinion from the Papal State. And right now, actually, what we need to do is to... okay, we can improve a little bit more of the Papal State opinion of us. Queen Isabella is now kind-hearted. On ruling Castile, it will give us monthly war exhaustion minus 0.05, and that is great, and this is the trade that we got actually over here, sorry. Yes, kind-hearted. And the next one will be gained in 10 years. So, yeah, there is still some time. Okay, we have 9,000 troops over here, 19,000, and they are 13,000. So I guess we can, yeah, let's, this is Grand Company, no, this one. Let's leave detached siege, yeah, so they can continue. So, yeah, let's see if I can close the one that has only 2,000. Yes, let's close this Ejército de Asturias, and with these two, let's go after these guys. And the good news is that we will have the Free Company going also to help. And this one we will detach siege, and the rest is gonna come over here too. So hopefully they won't be necessary, but you never know. So let's see if we can exterminate these guys, by the way. Aragonese involvement. Joan II has declared his support of the pro-Aragonese faction in our country and has sent military aid over the border. Okay, 2,000 men. Nice, so we can recover some manpower. And we gain 50 military power, so that's nice. Okay. Thank you, Aragon. We really needed that. Okay, this war is going to be complicated. I am already letting you know about that. Let's see. Castile occupied Cadiz. Nice. Cadiz has been already recovered. Okay, let's go over here too. Let's concentrate our military force over there. I don't know if this war is gonna last long enough until this army gets there, but I guess this is going to be a close one, guys. Close one. Okay, Battle of Palencia, we won. They lost more than 7,000 men, and we lost more than 9,000 men. So it was a very costly war for us. Yes. But let's take these provinces back, so we can finish the Reconquista, guys. This is going to cause attrition. Merchants worried about lack of protection. With our focus on free trade, our merchants are concerned that they are not getting the support that they would get under a more mercantilist policy. That is why it is called free trade. So the lack of protection is going to cost us less trade efficiency and trade range. Or we can say, well, maybe there is something we can do, and we gain one mercantilism in exchange of 25 diplo power. We have enough diplo power, yes. I don't want to have those negative modifiers on my trade. So, yes. Let's take these guys out of here. By the way, these are the mercenaries? No, this is the Ejército of Cadiz. Okay, free company. We can actually disband this company, so it's not costing us. Yeah, so it's not costing us any more money. Yes, we recovered Palencia. This is Guardia Real. Okay, we can actually merge this army. These guys, Ejército de Burgos, no, the Grand Company. Okay, the Tectonic Order has been made an imperial feud. Okay, we can... Yeah, let's make sure that this actually ends, because otherwise it's going to, you know, Ejército de Burgos, let's help them out. This has not been improving, guys. Yeah. We need to take this fort back. How is it, by the way? They have a... well, they still have a... Jimenez de Cisneros. What happened, guys? Initially, starting as a humble Franciscan friar, Francisco Jimenez de Cisneros was thrown in prison for his disagreements with the Archbishop of Toledo, who is no stranger to meddling in our own affairs as well. Upon his release, Jimenez devoted his life to reforming the church, gaining such a reputation for holiness that he became Archbishop himself, as well as personal confessor of Isabella de Castile and Cardinal. Convoking long overdue synods, Jimenez rooted our most, if not all, clerical corruption in Spain. Okay, that's good. Beyond this, however, he sponsored schools for the laity, oversaw the flooding of Castilian markets with translated devotional texts, and spread a new school of mystical through in clergy and laity alike. Essentially, his reforms were almost single-handedly responsible for reviving the piety of the Spanish people, punging corruption, and making Spain into the devout Catholic bastion of the early modern world, unlike any other in the world. Embrace these reforms, so the Catholicism will lose reform desire. We will gain a theologian joining our court. Okay, and the clergy state will lose 10 loyalty, which is currently at 56. Let us show moderation. We will gain stability. I like this one. I need the stability, guys. This one is gaining stability as well, but we gain corruption. With this one, we lose corruption. Do we want corruption? No, the answer is no. Let us show moderation. Nice. And Cardinal Minister. One of the cardinals in Castile has proven to be a skilled administrator and already provides useful advice to the Queen. At this point, making him a minister in our government would almost be only a formality, but an important formality nonetheless, since he may grow more powerful yet. Having a cardinal in our service will certainly lend us credibility with the Pope and strengthen the sentiment that Castile is a Catholic nation, first and foremost. So we can make the clergy gain 5 influence. Stability cost modifier minus 5%. I really like this, guys. This modifier gets removed when the state religion changes, okay? Or Isabella does not need his advice to rule Castile. Yes, I like the stability modifier. The stability cost modifier. Okay, let's see if we can actually make this siege end. It is a very good thing that the stability is now at 0. Hopefully, oh plague. If something else could go wrong, it will go wrong. Our people live in constant fear of epidemics, which have often proven for deadlier than wars or even famine. To their dismay, an outbreak of smallpox has struck Murcia. It looks set to claim many lives, especially among infants, before it runs its course. We have to do something. Yes, we have to do something. Let's spend the ducats. Yes, we didn't have much, but it's worth it. We don't want unrest in Murcia over here. Let's see if we can actually end. Okay, we have a new cardinal over there. Mamluks have set Aragon as their rival. How is our relationship with... Nice, 125. This is nice. This is nice, actually. Yes. Yeah. And we are improving relations, so that is helping us also. The spy network is at plus 33. The truce will expire in 1 year, guys. 1 year and 1 month. Hopefully we will be able to retain this Okay, Moldavia. Roman, with a strong claim, becomes ruler. Okay. I really don't care about Moldavia. Moldavia, where is Moldavia? Over here. Moldavia, sorry. Over here, yes. We are too focused on what's happening inside our kingdom, guys, right now. We are hopefully ending a civil war that otherwise is going to cost us a lot. So we are sieging this fort. It's a never-ending siege, like the song. It's a never-ending siege. Do we have a leader? No, we can't use our king because we don't have a king. We have a queen, and he's ruling our kingdom. So let's finish this civil war. This is going to be the civil war episode, guys. So we will be finishing this, and we can end this episode on a high note, hopefully, if we manage to end this siege in time. Because remember that as time goes by, the chance to another revolt and to, worsen this civil war in other provinces, the chances are getting higher and higher. Famous artist. A famous artist has reached the fair scene, trying to show his work around and gather even more fame to be accepted everywhere. At first glance, his work seems interesting enough, so think we might want to hire him. Should we, my liege? We should just celebrate his work and fund it. Okay. Or we can do no. Let's see. Took decision. Okay. There's a new king in Portugal, by the way. They love us. They absolutely adore us. So, yeah, plus 200. I mean, yeah, that's huge. That is huge. Let's bring this diplomat back home. Yeah. The Pope really likes us enough. Okay, now the diplomat is home. So let's see if we can actually dissolve the alliance. No. Curb favors, no. Break red ties, no. Counter espionage. Transfer trade power. Knowledge, ask for knowledge sharing. No. Request to share maps. Maybe that's something we can do. Favor. Yeah. No. We can put our diplomat to curry favors from Portugal, maybe. Yeah. Yeah. We have 5. Yeah, let's take it up to 10. Okay. It's 1 year. The thing is, maybe we have enough favors for us to ask them to join us in the Granada War, which is our next conflict that we have in the horizon. Yes, February 1448. Remember that date. That will be the date when we will be... Let's get this army to Toledo, back to Toledo, to our capital. Yes, hopefully this siege... How are we? Oh, okay, we have a 21% chance, 50% chance of improving more than 16. We have taken a loan. Okay, we had to ask for another loan. That is not nice. But I mean, it is what it is. I'm gonna get rid of these mercenaries as soon as we take back Burgos. Yes. Let's see how it goes. How's the war between... Okay, France took all these territories. Okay. What's happening? You're losing your great power status. Okay. I am not really worried about that at this moment. Let's check... Nope, sorry. Stay here. Let's check how Granada is. In terms of diplomacy, they have an ally? No, they have no. Casus Belli, liberation against Muscovy. Okay, I don't care. No, they don't have an ally. If I declare war, for example, I'm not going to because we still have a truce, but no one is going to join them, so this is a perfect timing. I'm pretty sure that once the truce ends, Granada will get a new one, a new ally, I mean. So we are probably going to have to fight two kingdoms or two countries. But that's why we have allies, right? We are allies with France and Portugal. Can we get another ally? Yes, we should get the allies. Sorry. Now we have 7 favors. 7 favors. Let's get him back. And yeah, let's ask for an ally. Oh no, they don't want alliance. Yeah. Because they are seen as a rival. So yeah, forget everything. Continue to curry favors. Yes. Let's go. This is very close. How are we? What are the chances? Okay, more than 60% chance of improving 16 points, at least. More than 60%. Our diplomat has stopped trying to improve relations with Aragon. Okay. Recall diplomat. We'll have our diplomat back. We're building the spy network to finish the Reconquista and to expel the Muslims from the Iberian Peninsula once and for all. These guys, how are our... okay. We can do a lot of things to improve. Yes, let's improve relations with them. Yes, let's improve relations with Galicia. We need to annex Galicia. Well, it's not like we need to, but it would be nice. Okay, this is a never-ending siege. The never-ending siege. Come on, and well, we are not being lucky, guys. At all. We decreased the garrison from 2,000 men to 1,200 men. So I hope that counts for something. Yeah. We have a 64% chance of getting a truce expired. Yes, I know. By the way, we have a decision, the final Reconquista, which will grant us what, by the way? We will release Granada from being our vassal, and we will declare war on Granada with conquest casus belli. Every nation in Maghreb may join Granada's side, Their chances of joining them depend on their attitude and opinion towards us or Granada. I think that Morocco will join, guys, for sure. Yes, there's minus 196. They will join, for sure. But hey, again, we have our allies. I don't know how much more the war between France and England is going to continue, but I guess maybe we can call France. We will definitely call Portugal, by the way. Now we have 9 favors with them. Wow, I can't believe how unlucky we are being with their... No, it's insane. Well, we didn't breach the walls. So, yeah, probably that has to do with the problem. But one thing is good, actually, is that we recovered our whole army, 13,000 men for the Ejército de Asturias and 15,000 men for the Guardia Real. So we have recovered all our troops, and let's check if we can get more troops. No, 19. Oh, this is the naval. No, I'm not looking at the naval. I want to check the armies. Okay. 28. Okay, I have 28. The problem is the mercenaries. Okay. That is why I'm losing money like crazy. Yes, let's... No, I don't want to disband this army, because, you know, the Murphy Law, you're familiar with the Murphy Law. The Murphy Law says that I can't believe we didn't have any luck. Okay, now it's 42% finally. We increase the chances. Now it's 72% chance. Okay, and I had to get another loan, which I really don't want it to. Didn't want it to. So, yes, this is costing us a lot of money, guys, this conflict. But hopefully this is going to be the last one. Yes, 6, 5, 4 pounds of gold. Álvaro de Nebrija burns a smile at you while handing over a pouch of gold. He claims it contains the savings accumulated from hard work and donation from the richer families in your nation. Okay. Wow, we gained 300. Wow, excellent news. Yes, absolutely. That is nice. So we will be able to cancel some of our... The Siege of Burgos is over. Yes, guys, it is. We can sell tiles. No, I don't want to sell tiles. I really want to actually... Oh, nothing happened. I thought something was going to happen regarding the Castilian Civil War. No. Enrique's education. Okay, this mission is completed. And we need to Santa Hermandad. Iberian 19 contrafactions. Okay. No. Over here, total development grown by at least 30. Okay, no. It's not a minor deficit. Corte Real. Okay. Okay, guys. So we were able to finish our civil war successfully. And we can focus now on our next conflict. Let's do this right away, by the way. Let's disband this grand company. Yes. That was so costly. So costly. Okay, so now we have a surplus again. Let's do one thing before we finish the episode. Let's repay loan. No, repay one loan. Okay. 1%, 1%, 1%, 4%, 4%. Okay, that's 4%. Yes, repay. And repay. We don't want 4% loans. No. Okay. So now we are much better. 1.25. Yes. We're back in business, guys. But like I said, I think it's time to put a cut in here, guys. So that's it for today's EU4 session. The maps changed, the stakes are higher, and there's plenty more conquest ahead. And definitely it is. If you enjoyed the ride, drop a like. Yes, and share your thoughts in the comments. I'm very interested in knowing what you think. And more strategy coming soon. So don't forget to subscribe. Okay? So I can keep you posted of what's happening on the channel. So thank you for watching. Bye bye.